How are you doing, guys? I am live for the second time today. I am live for the second time. How art thou? How art thou? So let's get some androids filing in here. Let's get some androids filing in. The androids, the androids. Let's get the androids filing in. All right. Filling up the water. All right, we got one android in the house. Hey, Rusty. Somebody says, you've been going live like you get super chats. What does that mean, Rusty? I don't understand what that means, but thank you for being at my beck and call. I appreciate you being at my beck and call. I don't understand what that means, though. I don't understand what that means, but thank you for being at my beck and call. Somebody says, when you're monetized, people can pay so they can have the chat highlighted. Fair enough. Fair enough. It sounds like the landscapers are outside. Their lawn devices sound almost ominous. It almost sounds like a horror movie. Like someone's about to break in with a chainsaw. Like first off, it sounds like really creepy, like, and I expect a masked serial killer to burst down the door. So we got 3 androids in the house here. Hey Erie, how you doing? I mean, does Erie dislike me? She always comes into my live streams and interacts with Rusty and Dave, and never even acknowledges me except to say something critical. Erie, do you even like me? You know, to be honest with you, she's a critic, but, you know, if she doesn't like me, I'll just block her. You know? You know, I don't like the giving attention to everybody except for me. Somebody says we need Erie. She adds some spice to the live stream. Keep Erie around. Keep Erie around, guys. Erie says, go ahead. Block me. I dare you. All right, fair enough, Erie. I won't block you. Yet. I've gotten close several times. I've gotten close several times to blocking you. Somebody says, although Erie has been critical about a lot of the things you are saying, she often has a good point, you know? La 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 la. Hey yo, Rick Wilson says. It's called a tough love buddy. Erie's called a tough love buddy. And she's in my live stream and is watching me. So, that's something. Hey yo, flicks a toothpick. Yeah, like Scott Hall, man. So he says, what did we miss? Why are we talking about Erie? She's great. I don't know why. So I got NAMI this evening. I'm going to be doing some karaoke. I'm getting ready to give Erie the razor's edge. I'm getting ready to give Erie the razor's edge. What did she do? Well, she's just, I don't know. I mean, I get the impression she's talking to everybody else except for me. She comes into my live stream, says hi to Rusty, says hi to Dave, says hi to TB, and she doesn't even acknowledge me, basically. Erie says she reversed the razor's edge into a brainbuster DDT. So he says, Erie, is this true? Is this true, Erie? Erie says, hi, TV, and she gives TB a heart. La 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 la. TB gives Erie a rose. Oh yeah, guys. Life is a game of chess. Well, I got NAMI tonight. I'm going to be doing karaoke at NAMI, so that's socially engaging with people, obviously. So the Mets are eliminated. It's going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Yankees in the World Series. What do you think about that, guys? Somebody says, how are we going to escape solitary confinement, Andrew? Somebody says, the Jets have been having a rough season. Yeah, a lot of people were optimistic about the Jets this season, but it doesn't look like they're having a good season. I'm going to share with you guys the Green Bunny from yesterday. So we're continuing with the storyline. So basically, in the storyline, the ex-girlfriend says, I am pregnant. The child is yours. Otto says, oh no, I shouldn't have cheated. Now I have to tell my gothic girlfriend. The gothic chick says, you cheated on me. Now you're having a kid? Bastard! I'll kill you with a chainsaw. Any thoughts on this? Yeah, so that's where the storyline is going now. Erie says she's taking credit for this one. Actually, to be honest with you, I stole the pregnant idea from you, Erie. You know it too well. You should take credit for it. You get your name attached to the writing credits. You're like Mike Love. All you wrote is "Good night, baby, sleep tight, baby." But you know what? You wrote enough, and you're getting attached to the writing credits for that one. All you did was write "Good night, baby, sleep tight, baby." It's really my story, but you get writing credit, Erie. Erie is like Mike Love. Is that too obscure of a reference, or does anybody get that reference? Maybe boomers get it. Baby boomer adults. You know, people who like dad rock, maybe they understand that reference. I don't think Erie's going to get it, though. You got to make references that hardly anybody will get. That's just the key to life. Just make obscure references. I remember, I don't know if I told the story on this channel before, I probably have. But, you know, I was having a conversation with my father, and he made a Jesse and Festus reference. You know, I don't know if it was in reference to medication or what the reference was, but he made a Jesse and Festus from the WWE reference. Then afterwards, he joked, "Oh, well, that was a really obscure reference." I'm like, yeah. First off, a lot of WWE fans don't even know who the hell Jesse and Festus is. Fortunately for me, I got the reference, but I'm like, yeah, that's not a good reference for anybody else besides me. Nobody else knows who the fuck Jesse and Festus are. Like, that's a bad reference. Like, that's not a reference people could be like, I got it, you know? That's like, only I would get that fucking reference. Did I get the root canal? Not yet. I think Thursday at, well, I don't want to tell you the time, but Thursday I think I'm getting the root canal. And, you know, we're trying to get it paid for by my insurance, and it might not happen Thursday, but I think it's going to happen Thursday. We're trying to get it paid for by my insurance, and there's a number of things that have to take place. But yeah, I'm going to be getting a root canal, which is going to be no fun. I mean, I remember my aunt from elementary school saying how the root canal was very painful. However, my father got it a few weeks ago, and he said it wasn't that painful. So maybe they've made progress, and it's not as painful as it once was. Regardless, I will be getting a root canal very soon. Erie says she's heard it's painful too. So we'll see. I mean, they're going to numb the area. It's better than getting a tooth extracted, yes. You don't want to be toothless aggression. You don't want to be toothless aggression. Uri says, is it all the way in the back? No one would see it if you got it extracted. It's not my wisdom tooth, though. It's the molar. But I hear what you're saying. I don't really want to get the tooth extracted, though. I want to put a crown on it. But I get what you're saying. I mean, I would rather keep the tooth. And, you know, obviously the dentist said, you know, if it was him, if it was up to him, he would keep the tooth. But, you know, it's all about money and can insurance afford it and so on. Well, there's a little bit of a filling in there at the moment, but Yeah, we're going to put a crown on it after we extract the root. Yeah, we're going to put a crown on it. Do I brush twice a day? Believe it or not, I do, but I will often get up in the middle of the night and have something like an apple, and maybe the sugar stays on my teeth. I don't know. I do brush twice a day, believe it or not, though. I floss, I use mouthwash. But these things happen, you know? Let's call my mother and see what the story is. Okay, when did I get a call? "19 minutes ago. Hold on. Ring-a-ling-ling-ling, ring-a-ling-ling-ling. Hey, Mama, how you doing? So you still waiting for? I'm on live, so don't mention anybody's names or anything like that. But you still waiting for the appointment for the root canal? No, I understand, but you also, I mean, I understand why you want to change it to somebody who takes both insurances because you want to save money. You also don't want to go to Doctor Nick, or like some so somebody who's going to just like be the butcher who just like really hurts your tooth. Yeah. So we'll keep it Thursday to 12, but you try to make calls around. It would be good to get the roots extracted as soon as possible, but we'll see if we can get it covered by insurance. You don't put it online. Don't say things that will go over the internet, because we don't want these weirdos, not to call them weirdos, but we don't want these weirdos to get my information. All right. Do you mind if I come over next door for like a few minutes, in like 10 minutes? Maybe we could do a burst my bubble. People want to haven't seen a burst my bubble. You don't want to do a burst my bubble? No. Okay, maybe I'll come next door and have some donuts and just goop around a little bit. Yeah. I'm wearing a cool sweater though, so it'd be cool to do a burst my bubble. We won't do that. Not today, but I'll come next door and have a donut or something. I love you. Bye. All right. All right, I'm back, guys. Do I floss? Yes, I floss, TV. I floss. Can you floss for us now? No, I don't want to floss for you right now. No, thank you, TV. I appreciate you asking, though. I'm in the floss dance. He wants me to do the dance. Oh, Erie, what do you think about these pants? They're not diaper pants. They're more skinny pants. What do you think about them, Erie? It's the stroke! It's the stroke! It's the stroke! What do you think about the pants, Erie? They're slim fit. They're not classic fit. What happened to the other Andrew? Nothing happened. I just haven't talked to him in a while. What happened to Andrew too? I haven't talked to him in a while. Maybe I'll reach out to him. Maybe I'll reach out to him. Maybe I still have his phone number. I don't think anything bad happened between us, between me and Andrew too. We just happened to lose touch and haven't talked in a while. I mean, I personally like him. You know, I think he likes me. I don't think we resent each other. So I don't think anything bad happened really. I just haven't talked to him really. Erie says my video with Andrew too is an awesome video. Okay, fair enough. I don't want to get into how I met Andrew too, but you know, I like him. I like him, and maybe I'll see him again someday. I don't know. Rusty says flossing is good. Somebody says, how's Adult Friend Finder going? To be honest with you, nobody's really replying to me. Let me go on Adult Friend Finder and see if I got any replies. No replies on Adult Friend Finder. Nobody's replying to me. I'm not sure if there's something wrong with my profile or... But then again, do I really want an STD or an STI? So maybe I'm better to stick off with traditional dating sites. But then again, nobody's really replying to me. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Somebody says, how about a UTI? No, I'm not going to show you my profile. Rusty says he flosses 6 times a day. That's cool, Rusty. That's cool. It's all right, guys. On that note, I think I'm going to get going here. It was nice chatting with everybody. I don't really have a lot more to say here. Peace out, amigos and amigas. I'll see you all again soon. What are my plans for today? Well, I got NAMI this evening at 6:30. Other than that, I don't really have many major plans. I'm going to see my mother in like a minute or two. I'm just going to hop over there, have a donut, walk around, maybe try to do a burst my bubble. I don't have any plans. I'm going to have an Entenmann's chocolate donut. I probably shouldn't have it because I'm trying to keep a flat belly. They are good as fuck, though. I mean, Rusty says they're good as fuck. Yeah, man. Those Entenmann donuts are good as fuck, but... especially with a glass of milk. Somebody says, Andrew needs an intimate relationship. Yeah, get me a girlfriend, guys. Get me a girlfriend. All right, adios, amigos and amigas. Somebody says, what's the oldest you date? I'm pretty desperate for a girlfriend at this point. So, I mean, I would date probably like 50 years old. You know? If she was attractive enough, I'd date a 50-year-old. However, if like she's like, I'm 51, I'd probably date her too. Somebody says, will you date 65 years old if she was a millionaire? I mean, that's kind of old. Um, but I'm pretty desperate for intimacy. Um, I would have to see how she looked, and you know, I would have to see how she looked, how much money she had, how much we got along. I mean, if we connected like friends, and it would depend on the person and the situation rather than. Somebody says, would you date Lady Gaga if Lady Gaga was slow and had schizophrenia? Um, what does that question even mean? Would I date Lady Gaga if Lady Gaga was slow and had schizophrenia? You're saying she doesn't, but I don't know. Let's get me a good girlfriend. Let's get me a quality girlfriend. Beggars can't be choosers. You don't want to be too desperate. Women don't like needy guys. I'm looking for true love here. I'm looking for true love. I'm looking for a relationship with somebody that's like my best friend. Obviously, I really need intimacy. I really need some romance. But let's try to get me a good relationship, not just romance for the sake of romance. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's get me a quality girlfriend. Somebody says, to quote Gary Burr, love is out there, but you gotta go get it. So don't mention Bad Romance, the music video by Lady Gaga, Rusty. We all know I get ideas of reference that I'm the subject of the video, and I get ideas of reference that it's about me. So don't mention Lady Gaga and her music videos and songs, because I think it's all about me, and they're referencing me, and I think the meat dress was a reference to me, and I'm told that's not so. I'm told that's ideas of reference delusions. Somebody says it should be all about you, but it's not. Somebody says, it's not about you, Andrew. You're Charles Manson and she's the Beatles. You're doing Helter Skelter here. Nobody was referencing you with their fucking artwork. You're Charles Manson and they're the Beatles. I'm the Beatles and they're Charles Manson, man. Somebody says, I'm the guy who shot John Lennon. No, I'm not. Though I do think John Lennon's Man of Peace message was very triggering. I do think John Lennon's Man of Peace message, especially to somebody who had like no possessions, I could see why that would irritate some people. Picture having nothing in life and you hear some pretentious rock star saying, "Imagine no possessions. We should live harmoniously." It would peeve you because it's hypocritical. It was literally triggering for those people. Because he says, imagine no possessions, imagine the world living as one. Meanwhile, he's got millions of dollars. He's living a life of luxury, a life of leisure. He's fine dining. And there's like homelessness with schizophrenia. So his view of the world, John Lennon's view of the world, is everybody peacefully living harmoniously, loving each other. I mean, his existence is privileged, and he projects that everybody feels the same way. He projects everybody could live peacefully and harmoniously together because he's living a peaceful and happy life. But, there's people who have lived a hard life, who are schizophrenic, who live in poverty, whose life is rough and tough, who are violent and angry, and they project, onto John Lennon, life is pain, life is suffering, this guy's a monster, this guy is hypocritical, because their mental image of the world is more, the world is a bad place, people are evil, people are sadistic. So basically they're projecting onto John Lennon, You know, it's just so basically John Lennon had a peaceful and relatively good life. So he's projecting people could all live peacefully and harmoniously. But it's kind of like the song "Us and Them" by Pink Floyd, where it's like without. It's like what the fighting's all about. I could see why it's triggering. You know what I mean? I could see why that song is fucking triggering. So, I mean, he's got some good songs. Help is fine. Help is a good song. That's a good song. It's not pretentious and hypocritical. You know. All right, guys. I'm gonna go harass my mother and maybe do a burst my bubble. So, anybody have any last questions here? So he says, treat the warden like a queen. Treat your mother like a queen. All right, guys. Adios, amigos and amigas. Peace out.